Hello, Vinny. XC Gaming, good to see you guys. Don't forget to like the stream. Every like pushes us higher in the algorithm. I'm just doing a short Dauntless stream. Obviously, I'd rather be playing Darktide, but I'm doing a short Dauntless stream because I want to do a little something for the people. So I'm gonna handle that right now. What up, everybody? Hello, Bob John. Like I said, I'm gonna do a little something for the people right now. I'm gonna do a little something. So let's head on into Hugless. Number one, huglessness. It's going good, Theo. I mean, honestly, it never goes bad. With the recent popularity of my Darktide videos, I've been having a really good time. Darktide streams are going well. I'm just here for a little bit of Dauntless today. Just gonna do a little something for the community while I'm live. So it's gonna be a really short stream. It's probably gonna be an hour or so. I'm gonna do a little something, which I hope some of y'all will enjoy. I'm gonna check a few things out and then I'm gonna get it done. Because always, one thing which I do every week is I always do the members only top 100 build. But I figured I'd do a little something different this time. Boing. Boing. Let's go see how dead the community is. Yeah, roundabout. 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 Up. Yeah, that seems about logical. Seems about logical. Seems about logical. Okay. Hello, Gavinoik. What up? I'm literally just here for a short while, do a little something. Alright. So, we're gonna go all the way here. And we're gonna get set and go. Alright, we'll begin with the axe, because it's the easiest out of all of them. Do 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 do. Where's the Malky? Mixed with that. This is normal. We'll take this with a little bit of that. Give me a little bit of my zap zap. Do it. A little bit of pulse here. And let me see. That should probably set it. Yep, that looks about right. Okay, you guys ready? Let's do this. Boop. Time for us to have a little fun, huh? Don't forget to like the stream if you like this, because we're gonna mess around. Let's see how many top hundreds we can get today. Shall we? We're gonna need a little tune for this, or are we gonna get some music going? Or else it just ain't fun. Wow. Now that was a true failure. Oh. Okay, so that will not work as well as I thought. We'll just let ourselves die. And we're gonna adjust it a little bit. Why? Because failing this hit, I think, is if we can, right? What we gotta do is we gotta adjust it so that the first hit is used with the axe. Okay, wait. Let me do that again with the Skarn. Come on, come on, come on. Retry. There we go. So the first hit with the axe throw must be when it stands up to take full advantage of this, if we want it to go right. If. Theoretically, it should be possible. However, what I want to do is I want to adjust the perks a little bit because I feel that this is a bit of a waste. So, is there any way that I can attach something else to it? Yes, we can. Perfect. So I'd rather do it this way. And we'll have something like that. Okay. Time to try this again. Might work a little bit better. Okay, do over. Y'all ready? Do 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 do. Okay. Let's see if it'll work better this way. Stop moving, Skarn. Of course, well, power surging doesn't directly increase the core damage, Gavin. What it does is that it makes your weapon stronger by increasing its overall power and maximizing the perks that you get from said weapon. So, although it doesn't have a direct effect on your core damage, of course, having more power means more damage overall. So that's something else to take into account. Yeah, that's it. Take it, Scotty boy. Okay, got a potion up. We're almost there. Let's see how long it takes. Look at this lovely little Scarny boy. I'm trapped inside him. Lol. Oh, it's dead. Nice. Okay. Now it's 3:55. Let's go see where we are at. While we're loading, I'm just gonna pause the music. Power surge? No. You're talking about two different things, Gavin Oak. Power surging is different from what you're talking about. Okay, have you watched my video on everything about reforging? If you haven't, that's one video you need to look at. Power surging refers to power surging a weapon or armor with an Aether Heart. You're talking about the reforged level of an item. That's totally different, my dude. You can go in as soon as you finished your easy build. Okay, so finish your easy build first. If you haven't finished your easy build, and make sure you watch that video on everything about reforging, go finish your easy build first. You don't, like, if you finish your easy build by, let's say you can construct an Aether Heart with 200 Aether Sparks. You don't even need to reforge, right? So let's say you've reforged 0 times. As long as you finished your easy build, you can still do the 10 to 50 escalation. All that matters is that you finish your easy build first. Oops, sorry. Where am I going? I was confused. Still in top 50. Good enough. All right. This is the build for the top 100 axe. Enjoy. Okay. I'm just gonna record this and I'll put it together a little later. Okay, now let's do the same for the hammer. You're welcome. Happy to help. Hammer should be a bit wilder. Because I have that damage pretty much right from the start. Turbine trigger is there as well. Since pulse is default anyway, go with the usual. Okay, let's do it. Yes, Nate, you must go Dauntless mode to get top 100. I mean, otherwise there'd be no point in a leaderboard. The leaderboard is meant to show the most difficult runs. And you have to beat the most difficult runs. That's why the leaderboard is made up of people who can only play Dauntless and can never play other games. Because they're only good at one game and they're like so scared of playing any other game that they never make content for anything else. Me, I'm a bit different. I really don't care. I'm just here to make the life easy for people. There is no such thing, Flare. And no offense when I say this, right? And no offense to you, at least, when I say this, but only the morons of the Dauntless Reddit will tell you something like, there's a current meta. There's no such thing as a meta, okay? Just use any Asian robot build. You can beat anything in the game. Guaranteed. There's no such thing as best element and best weapon. The only people who will tell you that, Flare, are the idiots from the Dauntless Reddit and the other Dauntless creators. They don't actually play the game. I guarantee you this, Flare. Just do this one thing for me. Construct any Asian robot build and then try it versus a meta build. You'll just see your Asian robot build carrying you through all content, whereas a meta build will require you to do specific things at specific times and you'll just suffer. So test it for yourself and you'll see the difference. I am that confident in it. Now we need some different music for this. Where's my Melania theme? Yeah, there we go. Long time no see, Unknown Fire. Means you haven't been following my content because I've been here every single day. How you doing? Okay. Let's do this. Boop. If you need to solo escalation, my dude, then Flare, you need to start my easy builds, bro. Have you constructed any of my easy builds? Because if you haven't, that's where you start. Okay, you start by constructing, like, whatever weapon you use. You can use any weapon. You start by constructing my easy build. Once you have constructed my easy build, you'll be able to solo any escalation anytime. That's a big key thing that a lot of people forget about. Easy builds aren't just easy, like, oh my god, they're easy to use. Doesn't work that way. No, easy builds are the first build that everybody has to construct in this game if you want to succeed. All right, you may not succeed, but honestly, easy builds are what will carry you. If you choose not to utilize them, you will unfortunately be screwing yourself over. So try to always utilize easy builds where you can. Like I said, they are usually your first line of they're usually the first thing that everybody will utilize. There we go. No problem, Flare. Happy to help. Hey, happy to help, Joel. Do you have a build that uses Agorist Strikers and Galvanized? Yes, I do. That is my original build, dude. Well, I don't use the Agorist Strikers, but technically speaking, you're talking about the easy Striker build. You can just slap the Agorist Strikers on it and bond it to the Skarn. But my, look, my honest thought on it is that it's not worth it. You don't ever use Galvanized with Agorist and Skarn. I don't know where you got the idea, but if you want to use Galvanized, right? The better build, and I'll just link you Moe to this build which you're asking about, but let me link you also to the better build. Never ever use Agorist with Skarn and Galvanized. No, bad idea. All right, you really want the best Bastion build with Strikers, okay? You need to use it with Frostwolf, okay? That's how you get the maximum DPS and survival out of that. So you can have this build instead. It is far superior. Never use Agorist if you can help it. Or if you want to use Agorist, use it with a Dodge Master build. Don't run it. Now, the Dodge Master Strikers were never made because honestly, I don't have the time for this, and there isn't enough money in Dauntless for me to continue making a lot of content. But if people really want it, I suppose that could happen, but I need a lot more viewership before that happens. So share my videos. If I see a lot more ad revenue coming in from Dauntless, then I'll happily do it. But the Agorist with Koshai can work with Dodge Master, but honestly, for Strikers, you're better off with the Bastion using Urska and Frostwolf to get maximum effect. It'll work better. Okay, let me just show off the build. Doot. Hammer build. Okay. Yes, as long as you're following my build for it, you're okay. Trials, bro. If you're not using Catalyst in the Dauntless trials, like, I'm just gonna say it out there. Like I said, I'm not saying this directly at you, Lyle. This is a general statement. But anyone who doesn't use Catalyst in the trials would have to be a moron, because if you want to get top 100, you're competing against all these other assholes that literally have nothing else to do but play all day and spend 200 potions on their trial runs. So if you ever want to top 100 it, you've got no choice. You have to use Catalyst. And that's only because potions are like super forced, but it is what it is, right? I'm just beating all, like today, like I said, I'm just doing a short stream where I'm just gonna beat all the trials because I feel like it. And normally I do it for members only, the top 100, but I was like, you know what? This week I'm so busy with Darktide that I'm just gonna do this for the people, for the public, for the Republic of Glory, or whatever. Something something dark side, something something complete. Okay. Hey, welcome back, Bo. I'm working a little bit right now. My dad just got back, so. This should technically work. Technically. Let's go see how bad it is. Meh. Solo trials is where it's at, bro. You don't need nobody. But yeah, the Skarn trial is annoying. But it is what it is, so. I mean, the Skarn itself is pretty funky dunky. So I may as well beat it. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. Just beat it. Beat it. Alright, let's go smack this stuff down. Shoo-doo-doo-doo. So alive. Make it last forever. Hypnotized by the sounds of breathing in. Hold tight, hold tight. Okay, let's do this again. Sword time. Yeah, Flare. Island hopping will solve your Aether Spark problem, and you can search for my guide on how to get bounty tokens for free. So that ought to help you, buddy, because that's probably what you're looking for. Ultimate combo. Oh no, I lost Pred. Well, I guess that's that. If only I didn't lose Pred there. That would have been so much better. How did that not trigger? Oh my god, Discipline, you ass. There we go. Discipline is so ass to me sometimes. Yeah, that's it. Take it. Take it, Skarn. this mode of the Skarn. Really? This part is the only annoying part about it. There we go. Now we're really cooking. Like, if you don't lose Predator, it's probably possible to really go ham with this one. Holy crap. You know what? I think I'll retry this, but I might use tad more. I might use a tad more overpower. That actually might really work well. It's dead. I'll show you in a little while. A recursive hilt as usual. Patrol keys? No. Patrol keys you can only get 4 per day, dude. Alright, you're talking about savagery? Yeah. Nah, discipline is a great Omnicell. If you know what you're doing. You know? Discipline is great. If you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, then yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, you can also do this with Revenant. Like, don't get me wrong. You could run this with Revenant. Technically speaking, you can run this with Revenant, but you will need to change a few things. Where is it? That with overpower, and you'll have to skip over the Drask's Eye for Skarn's Defiance, because you need to prevent yourself from getting that one shot. That's the only thing that I would say you need to do. But like, I just don't want to run it that way because I just don't feel it's my style. So I'm using Discipline instead. Yeah, hang on, wait. Swapping that over back to and one of these, I'll switch it back to overpower. Let's try that. This might work better. Yeah, listen, nothing wrong if you're good with it, man. There is nothing wrong with that if you're good. Hang on, give me a second though. I gotta do that over and let's try it again. This time with more overpower. Just cause, why not? Why not? That's part of the fun. Let me remove that. Do. Yeah. Why would you play this game more if you're bored with it, dude? There are way better games out there. Play Darktide. Darktide is literally, like, despite all the crashes, it's one of the most fun games of this year. And I'm not just saying that as a partner. I've only done one class so far, and I'm like literally addicted to playing that shit. Waiting for my Force Sword. Okay. Let's do this again. Doo-doo-doo. Where's my music? There it is. Okay, now we're ready. Whee! Let's go have some fun. Did he just stop there and like literally stop moving for a second? What? So confused. Do 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 do. Darn it. That random delay on the thingamabob is so irritating. Swear to God. There we go. Stay down where you belong. Here we go. You a chatbot. Yeah, fair enough, Lyle. Enjoy your friendly competition with your friend. Okay. Let's go see the timing if that qualified. Boing. Boing. Yeah, it did. Chain blades. It's always been chain blades. Okay. Remove all that. Build for sword. Okay. Done. Now let me rename all this weird shenanigans. Okay, I can put it all together later. And now I've got nothing left to do. Okay, let me see. Now that I'm bored, I shall go farm. Can Skullforge be used for an endless spinny build for chains? Yes. Yes. I invented that style, bro. And literally the entire Dauntless community was like, oh, you know, it doesn't work. Here, let me show you the original video that demonstrated this technique for the very first time. Here we go. Here you go, Lyle. This was the original build that made all of that possible. And unfortunately, all the Dauntless people were all like, oh, it doesn't work, blah, 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 blah. They are, of course, very limited in terms of their mind. So they would never be able to do half the stuff that I did. So yeah, I was the inventor of that style. I literally created and crafted that style and was like, hey, this is how you do it. Meh. C'est la vie, right? C'est la vie. I don't remember what I used. I think I did this. It is. But sadly, you know, it just doesn't, I guess, get much use. Because people, you know, they don't seem to understand it much. But I guess that's on them. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Where's my attunement? Max out Berserker. Where's my other one? I want Cascade. Where is it? There it is. And here I have this. What else should I put in there? Fit conduit will do. That'll do. Let's go farm a little more. Yeah, sure. Like I said, I'm only here for an hour, but I've already done what I came to do. So I'm all good now. You know, I'll tell you a funny story, guys. They won't flare. That's why please do not spend any money on this game, because there is no effort being put in by the devs. All the money that you spend on this game goes to the other games they're developing. And no, I won't be playing Overwatch at all this week. I'm super busy this week. So tonight I've got to do V Rising. If you check my community post, I have to finish V Rising tonight. And I'll need you guys' help to view this, to watch V Rising. I just need to get 750 views on V Rising to fulfill my obligations. So that's all I ask for. If you guys are willing to help, that'll be helpful. So tonight is V Rising. Then the rest of the week, Darktide is launching, so I'll be focusing on Darktide for the rest of the week. This week will not be an Overwatch week, unfortunately. Because this week is launch week for Darktide, so that is going to be my focus. Why is this area so bright? What the hell? And hi, Miss Eve. Good to see you. Yeah, up to you. I just don't recommend watching any of the other channels because it's all fake information anyway. None of their stuff ever works. No, Darktide is on PC only. It will be released on Xbox, but not other consoles. It's a Microsoft exclusive. So those of us on PC will be playing it first. Console players will eventually get it. But as for whether or not there'll be crossplay, we don't know yet. As a Darktide partner, the best I can tell you is that we're also waiting for an answer. They do wanna have crossplay, but right now I think their first focus is launching properly. Because they're struggling a bit with the crashes, especially on PC. For those of you who've been following me throughout the pre-order beta, it's been a bit wild. It's been a bit wild. Like, we've been trying to push it, but you know, it does require some effort. Also, I think I did the wrong one. This was definitely the King Grux army. Yeah, Xbox is great. Xbox is king, man. PlayStation does have its own good exclusives, but they miss out on a lot of great games like Darktide. Darktide is one of the best. I wish I was playing Darktide right now, but yeah. Oh well. But yes, Overwatch will be on hold until next week because I want to focus on, as a Darktide partner, I want to make sure I focus on Darktide's launch. That is going to be more important to me first. As for Dauntless, meh, there's no more money in it. And there's just nobody who's interested in Dauntless at all. People just don't play the game anymore. Like, the biggest earners that I have for Dauntless are literally the newbie guides. So there's a couple of people coming in, watching the newbie stuff, but honestly, the viewership is just not there. I mean, compared to a game like Darktide, even with all of its crashes, you can just see how many people are interested in it, and the people are watching, people are consuming content. It's crazy. It's crazy and awesome. So, as a Darktide partner, I'm in the best position right now. So Dauntless is going to take a back seat for a very long time because the devs don't even release new content. Whereas the Fat Shark devs were working like over the weekend just to try and solve the crash issues, things like that. It's honestly quite awesome. I just love how much effort they've been putting in. Dude. Yeah, of course. And I'm already seeing people from the Darktide community getting mad at me. You know, I made that trick video about the Psyker, just showing that you could survive by pressing the ability button when you are about to explode. And like, a lot of people actually didn't know that trick. And this one guy was like, oh yeah, you should make a video on how to press W just to show people how to move forward. I'm sure your community will love it. And I was like, thanks for the view, hater. You know, the fact that I'm already getting hate on my Darktide content is awesome. And of course, haters don't realize it, but the more you hate me, the better. Because it just pushes me higher in the YouTube algorithm. So I'm very thankful to these morons. But you would think that people would have learned from Dauntless that you just cannot beat the Asian robot on content. Every other creator will always become, at least on Dauntless, inferior. For I am truth. I am justice. Well, to be honest, the Darktide community is awesome. But if I'm earning hatred and ire, that's good. That's good. Those who choose to work against me will be adjusted eventually. The Emperor protects. I would hate for them to learn the same lessons that the Dauntless creators have had to learn. Do 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 do. Bugless was dropping long before anything else, you know. Like in Darktide, you can literally buy cosmetics with in-game currency. Sure, they're not like the super flashy cosmetics, but you know, at least you can do that. What are you supposed to do here? They had the vault, but then they took away the hunt pass, which is a major earner for them. I don't understand what they're gonna do. Like if Darktide released a battle pass, that'll probably be even more awesome. Let people, like, the more they're upset at me, the better, Miss Eve, because it means that they're talking about me. I live rent-free in their head. The only worst thing about being talked about is not being talked about. If I'm not being talked about, if I'm not, you know, having my name spread everywhere, then it's a problem, you know? But right now, people are talking about me, and that's what I want. I want them to know me because it's going to be so much easier. Later on, I'm gonna, like, after I finish all this, right, I'm probably gonna go eat. And then after I eat, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back and just do an hour of Darktide on Twitch for the drops. That's also gonna be a thing. And tomorrow, more builds, more content. I can't wait. Launch is coming, guys. Launch is coming. We're excited. So if you haven't been following me on my Darktide content, I get way more views on my Darktide streams than my Dauntless streams now. It's awesome. It's just awesome to see another game like be so interesting to the public. And this is despite all the crashes. Like, people are still interested. People are still watching. It's just awesome. I've never experienced that type of joy doing Dauntless content at all. Mostly because I think the community is just too small. Like, I wish that this game was bigger, but it's not going to be bigger no matter what they do, unless they, like, their devs really start taking it seriously. But it's almost as if the devs just want this game to die, because they never release updates. Like, the same builds are still all working since patch 1.80. The only thing that even received a rework was the chain blades, and that was, like, badly received because the meta morons couldn't get over it. Now it's a totally different situation, and things are working really well. And I'm just looking at the whole thing, and I'm just like, man, who fucked up this badly? Somebody had to. But it just makes me wonder, why did all of this, you know, happen, and why did they choose to just let things go? Like, it makes no sense to me at all in any way, shape, or form. Like, do they just not want to make money? Is that like a thing? Is that something that? Because I don't know, if it was me, like, and I was like in charge of a company, the first thing would be my revenue. I'd be focusing on nothing but making money. And if I want to make money, then you gotta have content, you know? Even playing this game, I can see why Odo got bored and quit. Like, you play this game for an hour, there's nothing to do. And if other games are willing to sponsor you and you know, make you really, like, Darktide, me being a Darktide partner has been like the greatest thing ever, because, you know, other companies are starting to take notice all the same. So I'm literally not worried on anything. I'm just succeeding step by step, stage by stage, you know? And it just makes so much sense for me to do that. Ad revenue, just so you know, right, guys, I haven't received much donations, but ad revenue's been covering for it. Ad revenue's been going up so much, and it's awesome. It's just literally awesome to see all that. No, it's not an Epic game, Flare. That's the mistake. Dauntless has nothing to do with Epic Games. Epic Games is just a publisher. Dauntless is managed and worked on by Phoenix Labs. Phoenix Labs is the one responsible for this, and Here's the major downside when it comes to Phoenix Labs. Okay, Phoenix Labs just doesn't give a shit. They're focusing on the other games they're developing, i.e. their Stardew Valley ripoff, which is why I tell everybody, don't spend a single cent on this game. It's not worth it. You may as well save up 60 Australian dollars, which in US dollars is, all right, it's literally only 41 US dollars, okay? And just buy Darktide. That's all you should do. Rather than spending on anything else, you may as well get Darktide, because you're gonna get a AAA game. Sure, it's gonna have a tough launch. I'm aware of that. I've been experiencing crashes as a partner myself continuously, but they're trying to work on it. And the development team, even though their studio is smaller, they're working hard on it. Vermintide 2 was a huge success. Vermintide 2 is one of the most popular games in history. I wish I had jumped on Vermintide 2 and stuck creating content for it. Because here's the sad thing. Vermintide 2, when they released it for free, they got 10 million players on Steam. It's nuts. If I was still a content creator there, I would have had a huge viewer base. I should have stuck with it. I actually made a couple of Vermintide videos, and do you know how many views they got in just a few days? Ever since they gave it free on Steam, my old ass video for Vermintide literally got 20k views. It's crazy, and it became one of my top earners for ad revenue. Now it's slowed down, but still, if I had stuck creating content, I would have had dozens of videos on there. I never should have given up on that. But it was because at the time I thought Dauntless was going well for me, and it did. It did. I'm not gonna lie. Dauntless was great for my last year. It is why I got to 15,000 subs, but at this point, it's just dead. It's just so dead. And there's like little point in me going any further. So, although I'm not gonna quit, like I'll still keep up with updates and stuff. There's just very little for me to do anymore. So most of my content is going to be Darktide centered. Other than just the weekly trials, which I'll probably do, because why not? And of course the usual beat the trials for members, easy peasy. Other than that, I'm not going to focus too high. What's the build for this? You just need to slap on Cascade. Okay, I'm just going to tell you right now. Etheric Attunement, Cascade +6, and Zeal. That's it. Zeal +6. These three are the keys. The rest doesn't matter. You can slap on anything else. But that's all you need, and a Pangar Lantern. You want to beat the event easily, that's all you got to do. Etheric Attunement 6, Zeal 6, and Cascade 6. That's it. And the Cascade is only because it's an extra. I just like having sometimes the invulnerable, but actually you don't even need that. If you don't want the Cascade, right, you can slap on Conduit in its place, and it would not affect you at all. In fact, the Cascade's kind of useless. But I have extra because, like, you know, I just have extra, like, armor pieces and sets. So as long as you got those, you're good to go. And then you can even slap Conduit on, and that's about it. Go ham, go crazy. That's literally all it takes, man. So alive, make it last forever, hypnotize, oh, by the sounds of breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight. Oh yes, whack me. Whack me, Gruckrux. Why do you feel dumb, Miss Eve? Why would you have any reason to feel dumb? My friend? Tell me, why dost thou feel dumb? What is the concern on your mind? I can't wait for Wild Hearts. Ah, nothing wrong with that, Miss Eve. If it helps, I'll be on Twitch after lunch. I'm probably gonna go eat lunch really soon. Hi, Poppy. I can't wait for Miss Eve to sponsor Wild Hearts. Like when it comes out next year, then I'll have 2 great games to play: Wild Hearts and Darktide. I'm looking forward to it being good. I'm looking forward to it giving us everything that Dauntless did not. And then we can win. Yeah, Dark Ghost Soul. Literally any of the Chainblade builds on my channel are absolutely awesome. If you want all the best builds in the game, they only come from this channel. I'm so confident in it that I can guarantee it. Here is one of the most popular endgame Chainblade builds. Have fun, Dark Ghost. Chainblades are amazing. Or, tell you what, you want to see it live, Dark Ghost? Here. Let me swap over to any of my Chainblade builds. What's this one? Ooh, I haven't run this one in a while. All right. Give me a second. Let me reconstruct. And of course, for the sake of solving any problematic issues. You want to see something cool? Let me show you something cool. Now this is the fun part. This is the fun part. I guess you could say this is where the fun begins. And then I don't need the rest. Like this one totally doesn't matter, so I can just yoink and put yoink. Then for the sake of everything being absolutely sick and awesome, now let me add this last little finishing touch right here. And then this finishes with that. But of course, if it wasn't good, then I would be lying to you. And we all know the one truth. The robot never lies. Actually, you know what? Let me just swap this around because this just makes a lot more sense. Sorry, 1 second. Improving content. Content significantly improved. We are prepared. Okay. You want to see chain blades? Here we go. Any random escalation. Do I miss the old Ramsgate? Nope. What's the changes? What changes are you talking about, Phantom Dash? Oh, yeah. Oh, Miss Eve was referring to the rework of the chain blades. Dude, that was in patch 1.83. There's no changes recently. So that's why every chainblade build is only... You should only look at my chainblade builds after patch 1.83. All my videos state the patch clearly, so you can enjoy that. Do I miss the old Ramsgate? Nope. I just miss when the devs used to care. Dude, the Sith Lord build is amazing, bro. Like, I just can't wait to get deflectors so I can make a Kylo Ren build for Darktide. It's gonna be so awesome. I've literally been camping the damn store to get a deflector sword. That's all I've been doing, and I still haven't gotten one. But I got a nicer staff. Like, I got a nicer void staff, which is really cool. That's been pretty sick for me. Whee! Now, like I said, this is where the fun begins. Asian robot builds let you do some crazy, wacky stuff. Like this. Oh, let's spin unlimitedly and slam. And like that. Okay. Number 1 done. Now you want to finish stuff fast. Asian robot builds are the way to go. Now, of course, my chain blades are level 19. We do have escalation bonuses, but I'm sure you can understand that going fast is what you want, right? Oh, Paragon's Blessing will do. Yeah, the Mega Man X build with the Void Strike staff, which I'm gonna do tomorrow, Poppy, that has been doing really well. Like, honestly, I'm gonna, like, I'll be on for an hour on Twitch just for the Twitch drop. But, yeah, that's another one that's been, like, really, really sick. So, I'm honestly looking forward to seeing that one in action as well. Because I just foresee it doing so well. Okay, that's 1 down. That's like the first champion hunter or something. It's part of Dauntless's like stupid ass story, which, like I said, there's no real lore behind it, so nobody really cares. That's about all it is. It was to sell one of the outfits that they had, like this first Slayer dude who is like apparently some kind of hero to us, but there's no real lore behind it. It was just to sell a cosmetic outfit. So that's the only reason that statue's there. I think that what I want though, Poppy, is like the deflector force sword with the Purgatus staff. I think it will honestly make it quite awesome. Then again, I'm just a wild child like that. No, I mean, it's a human, so there's obviously like, this isn't Elden Ring or Dark Souls, bro. They don't have human-like behemoths. At least as far as I know. I could be wrong, but I really am. Yeah, man. Yesterday was such a great stream. I just can't wait to do it more on YouTube because I can see the attention that Darktide is getting, and I just foresee great growth prospects on YouTube. Told you, Dark Ghost, as long as you're using an Asian robot build, you will literally like wreck souls. That's why like I basically made this game too easy for everybody. That's a good thing anyway. There, Scrave's dead. Pangar lost his tail. Now ham mode. Ready? Spin. 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 Dead. A lot of people believe the Psyker is weak too. But yeah, Poppy, I'm hoping it grows, man. I'm just happy to have good friends like you with me. Yeah, I think they use, like, I know, see, my old buddy Zeno, I God bless him, I don't know where he is right now, but he used Blender to make my Dauntless intro for me. So yeah, in fact, he made my entire intro in Blender, so I think Blender, but I'm not really sure what they use. You'd have to ask a dev if they'd even reveal that, or one of the people who suck dev dick, like, they might know better than me. I don't know. I know next to nothing about 3D modeling and all that kind of stuff. My uncles do it, but not me. I am strictly a gamer. I am a gamer boy. They said see you later boy. Now I am a Darktide partner. Oh lord, that Avril Lavigne song going through my head. You know, Miss Eve, I think the greatest fuck up in history was Phoenix Labs blacklisting me from being a partner and listening to fucking Captain Failstrom and the rest of the other losers. I bet they're sucking it now. No, Poppy, like I said, I'm just laughing at the fact that they lost it. They lost one of the greatest creators in history. I'll tell you that much right now. And I will conquer everything because I am king. Yeah, go ahead and make a new behemoth if you want, Dark Ghost. Just make sure you actually sell it to Phoenix Labs and don't give it to them because they don't deserve your content. You should make stuff for Darktide and sell it to them instead. Okay. Ladies and gents, I hope you saw the power of the Chain Blades. I hope you enjoy yourself, Dark Ghost. Everyone's time comes. And our time is right now, man. You know, in Hindi, they would say, apna time aayega. So, I'm just really happy. Their new game will fail. Everything they do will fail. And I'll be there to watch them all fail. But it's okay, because I'm king of a new space. Favorite build? Any of the ones on my channel. I don't even have a favorite build. I like them all because I crafted all of them so that you guys can have fun in different ways. Yep. Basically, as long as you're using an Asian robot build, Dark Ghost, you're unbeatable. And I plan to uphold that standard for Darktide as well. For now, though, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching the stream. I'm going to go have lunch. Then I'm going to be on Darktide for an hour on Twitch. And in the evening, I'll be doing a special stream, a sponsored stream of V Rising. All I'm going to ask you guys is that if you want to help my content or you want to see me grow as a streamer, come to my V Rising stream. You only have to show up for 15 minutes. That's it. 15 minutes, that's all. I just want to help get 750 views on it. And, you know, that's it. That's all I'm asking. Yep, I'll just be there for an hour only after lunch. So probably around 3 p.m. So that'll be in about 40 minutes. Yeah. No problem, Dark Ghost. Listen, you still want to talk to me about Dauntless stuff, you can leave a comment on any of my Dauntless videos. I will happily help. Vincenzo, unfortunately, I don't have any axe build for the heroic escalations. I did the heroic escalations with the chain blades because they're my main weapon. I can make an axe build for it, but it's not recommended. And I'll tell you why. The axe is too slow. And heroic escalations tend to be very, very deadly. I recommend faster weapons for that, either the Warpike, Chain Blades, or even the Strikers. I don't really recommend the Axe for heroic escalations. It is possible I can make a heroic escalation Axe build, but it will be slower and not really very effective, so you have to remember that. And it is quite dangerous to operate the Axe in heroic escalations. I highly do not recommend it. And if you did want to get a custom heroic axe build, it will cost you. Okay, because based on the limited time that I have, I charge between 50 to 100 for a heroic escalation build. So it would be quite expensive and not worth your time. It is better for you to follow my solo heroic escalation builds and use the chain blades because they are far superior. I shall, Miss Eve. Thank you all very much for the stream. If you have any questions about Dauntless, I promise you, even if I don't stream the game much, I will always answer the questions that you guys post on my YouTube videos. I answer every comment within 24 hours. Dark Ghost, I do play Dauntless together with people, but you have to be a channel member. So if you're an honored channel member or higher, I will play Dauntless with you. Most days I will play it on the Thursday. All right. This week I will not, because this week is Darktide's launch day. So Darktide is super important this week, but I usually have one Dauntless stream on Thursday evening where I will play Dauntless and then clear the trial. That is usually my one long Dauntless stream. So if you're a channel member, honored or higher, I play with people on that day. Tonight at 10 p.m., so in about 8 hours, it's V Rising. I don't know if you guys know about that game. I don't know much about that game. I just know that it was a popular game and I've been sponsored to play it. So I just need to get it to 750 views for my sponsor and that's it. It's the devs themselves that sponsored, so yeah. Yeah, up to you, Dark Ghost. If you find that my content is worth it, please feel free to support it. Okay, I'll see you guys tonight. My night stream will be on YouTube in about 8 hours. I'm gonna have lunch and then in about maybe 45 to 50 minutes, I'll be on Twitch for 1 hour of Darktide. Well, longer than 1 hour. I just want to get the cosmetic. All right, I'll see you guys there. Thank you and bye-bye.